the prophet professor Nonsoarin Zeichi. And on the show, guys, come on, guys, we're looking, of course, as the CAF Champions League. One team has just sneaked in. Yes. Has sneaked into the next round of the CAF Champions League. We'll let you know who that team is here in Nigeria. We'll bring you up to speed as we begin the countdown to, come on, it is Match Day Live weekend. Top 5 leagues in Europe, the Premier League, the Spanish La Liga, Bundesliga, French League, all. And of course, not getting the Italian Serie A, apparently Bundesliga, who begins this night. Talking about the Champions Battle, of course, will be in action. We'll let you know about that as well. Up to speed with the transfer market, who is going where, who's going there. We'll get that to you, of course. We'll touch down the Super Eagles of Nigeria. A lot to talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The Under 20 World Cup. We'll get you up to speed in the world of handball, Paralympics. I don't know how we do it. Come on. The MPFL, the NNL, and of course, Nigerian players scattered across the globe. Guys, so sit back, guys. It has to be exciting, pulsating, interactive, and fun-filled because I promise you guys, it's going to be a jolly ride. But you know, of course, I don't do this alone. I've got my right-hand man, my partner, and with him, we teach the city.
Absolutely. It is the voice of Franklin Imonat, the one you love to call Uncle Fine Boy, reporting live on duty because I am the finest uncle talking sport in the capital city and beyond. We are currently streaming live on our YouTube channel. It is a voice of the people, 96.1 FM, Abuja, and also on Radio Garden. We are there. Provided you have your data, of course, you can connect to us anywhere in the world. And feel free to join us on the show with your amazing thought as well as a contribution on 0808 312 8618, 0808 312 8618, or 0700 010 961 961, 0700 010 961 961. And we promise to give your thoughts attention until the hearing of the entire globe. Do not skip it to yourself. Come on, guys. Let's have an amazing show.
Okay, guys, you know how we do it, guys. Come on, enjoy the ride. It's going to be a sumptuous, bumpy ride, I tell you, because it's going to be exciting and mind-boggling, okay? Without wasting much time, guys, you know how we do it. We hit straight up to the local. So let's get to what's happening here in Nigeria before we delve into it. But for now, Nigeria, it is. And of course, where else begin from? Let's start off, of course, from the Paralympics, guys. And we hear, of course, that officially the flag bearer and team captain for the Paralympic Games has been announced. Officially, yes. It is gathered that Loretta Onye has been selected as the Nigerian flag bearer for the opening ceremony next week. Also, Folashade Olufemi Ayo has been named the general captain of the team Nigeria, the Nigerian Paralympic Games. We had the athletes are in Germany, where they will be training at the moment until they depart for Paris for the Olympic completely. The guys are ready. The captain is ready. The team is ready. Let's see, get us the medals. Do what the able men couldn't do.
Loretta Onye as well as Folashade Olufemi. These are amazing athletes, amazing talent, I must tell you, and deservedly so. They have been chosen to be the flag bearer as well as the captain, respectively, for the team Nigeria Paralympic team. I wish them all the best. Currently in Germany,
absolutely
perfecting, fine-tuning their moves, their tune, their power for those that will be competing in the Paralifting, which I believe is our strongest in the Paralympic Games. So we have won a couple of gold medals in the Paralifting, and I hope to see the girls as well as the guys do us proud, do what the able-bodied men and women couldn't do. But of course, it is still Team Nigeria. Our support and our heart continually is with the team.
Okay, guys, wait to see how they pan out, but we don't know the team. Hopefully, they will do what they did last time out at the Paralympics. Winners gold medals, silver medals, and of course, a bronze medal. Quickly, we go to handball, where we now hear the Nigerian 18 women's team has ended their campaign.
Sadly,
in the ongoing International Handball Championship on a losing note to the defeat to who? Kosovo. The Nigerian side started their campaign on a losing note to Croatia and Montenegro before picking up wins against Angola in the third game. The victory over Angola allowed them to advance to the President Cup, where they were placed alongside Angola, Chile, and Austria. The team suffered defeat against Chile and Austria. Nigeria were drawn against Chinese Taipei, while Kosovo faced Egypt in the placement matches, losing that one 21-23. During the placement match, the Deputy Nigeria lost to Chinese Taipei 22-29 and fell to Kosovo 18-21 in their last placement match. The outcome of the placement means that Nigeria finished last among the team that competed in the competition.
When you say last, just say the team finished 24th. It's more respectable that way. But come on, the team actually didn't do well. The preparation wasn't top notch, I must say, because the team weren't assembled as early as possible. But
come on, you're playing the firepower.
It doesn't matter.
Those guys were spanking us with silly. They're spanking us silly.
It doesn't matter. You know that you are going to you knew your opponents you are going to face before the team started, and surprisingly, it was only an African team we defeated in the presence of Angola. The first two teams that we lost, and we lost where? I played against Kosovo. When I saw the lineup, I was like, man, it's going to be a mountainous journey for the team, because you look at those teams from the Scandinavian areas, teams like Kosovo, teams like Kazakhstan, teams like Belarus, teams like Sweden, teams like Belgium. These are countries that are good when it comes to handball, when it comes to hockey, when it comes to the ice hockey, when it comes to not really table tennis now. That should be badminton. These are teams that they top the world. These are their games. Volleyball. These are their games. But we have done our best. Better still. When next we tend to go international, we must prepare and prepare well. The team didn't prepare well, and the results actually showed. Hopefully, in our next event, or better still, next competition, we will be much more better. At least they have gained experience from this.
Okay, guys, according to Fiber, all they need is experience. I think what they need is something to take home to Nigerians.
I would have said come back
in this trying time.
I would have said come back to the drawing board, but come on, the Olympics teams have occupied the board.
Anyway, guys, moving on now to football. As Nigeria still dilly-dallying over a new coach, we heard that Zimbabwe Football Federation has officially unveiled their head coach for the Warriors. The Warriors have been without some top team managers since FIFA lifted the ban on the country's football. They played 2 rounds of the World Cup qualifier with an interim manager in charge of the team. FIFA on Thursday had now unveiled Germany Michael Nies as the new coach of the team. He's given a mandate to qualify the team for at least the 2025 African Cup of Nations in Morocco. Zimbabwe know already with the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the Cheetahs of Benin, Bafana of South Africa, and Mavubi of Rwanda in the World Cup qualifying group. And I'll link that up with, of course, the Super Eagles coach, where we hear that Swedish coach Jan Andersson has confirmed that he's in discussion with the Nigerian Football Federation over the vacant Super Eagles post. Super Eagles have been without a manager for the past few months following the resignation of Finidi George as the head coach. The Swedish gaffer is among the front runners for the vacant position. While speaking to the Swedish news outlet Expressen, the coach confirmed the discussion but insists that nothing has been agreed upon. In his word, I can confirm that I had dialogues with NFF. It's a huge footballing nation, so I'm extremely flattered to be in the running for their next national team captain. Dialogue is ongoing, but I don't really want to say more than that. I have been in this industry for so long and know that things can happen in different ways, so we'll see what happens in the future.
He's just playing safe. Surprisingly, should. Talking about Jensen Andersson, he's a very much exposed coach when it comes to coaching in Sweden, but not out of Sweden. Look at our opponents. They have unveiled their coach. Their coach will definitely unveil his assistant as well as the team of coaches he will be working with. Up next for them is their pool of players to which they will assemble that will face the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Why for us, we are still waiting on the philanthropist. We are still discussing terms and conditions with the coach.
Because he's keeping tight lips.
The coach is still analyzing the NFF and looking at the past antecedents with all the coaches. Can these people pay me? Do I
need to take up this project?
Absolutely. Do they have the conducive environment to accommodate me first before succeeding? Second, and also the journalists, the media, will they be friendly with? A lot of things to put into consideration. I remember the back and forth between the Nigerian media and coach Randy Waldron that we do not. A lot of things. But let me stick with Coach Anderson. I'm still waiting for
names. Haberenad, Randy Haberenad,
Eric Shale, Thompson Fien, and not forgetting Sia, and why you laughing? Of course, it was rumored. Not forgetting even Chukwuemeka Rins at one point.
It
was just within the office. But then we are still waiting on the NFF to please get us a coach. Other serious nations have gotten
This
their
is barely
coach.
2 weeks to the Nations Cup qualifier against
13 days actually. 13 days to when we'll be playing our first game against Benin Republic on the 7th of September.
Yeah.
13 days from today. More than a week, barely 2 weeks after that game. And we do not even know the players that will be coming. The likes of our points man, Victor Oseni, he has not kicked the ball officially this season. He hasn't. And these are worry time for Nigerian fans. It starts first with the coach and then the players. As for me, if Jensen is the man, let him get the job as soon as possible. If he's not the man, probably the NFF is looking at and needs something better, or better still, they have gotten the man, but they are still looking at his assistants. Not really his credentials. His assistants. More like, should we get him a homegrown assistant? Should he bring his own assistant? Who is going to pay the assistants? The philanthropists are a lot of permutation. A lot, but we will still wait and see.
Anyway, guys, be part of the show. 0808 312 8618 0808 312 8618, or you can call on 0700 010 961 961 0700 010 961 961. You can send a WhatsApp message, WhatsApp voice note, put a WhatsApp call, an SMS, or call to us. We get to hear from you because it is the voice of the people that can always tell you our job is to get you to speak your mind. Okay, guys, let's leave the Super Eagles for a moment and touch down the camp of the FIFA Under 20 team. Okay, it seems the phone lines are already buzzing, and let's go check out what they have to say. Hello, what's the name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening. My name is Ben, calling from Area 3.
Ben, from where?
Area 3.
Area 3. Ben, talk to me.
Ben, is this the first time of calling on the show?
Yeah, this is
Fantastic, Ben! Welcome to the family!
Good to have you, Ben.
Welcome. Good to have you, Ben. Ben, talk to us.
Yes, I want to beg the federal government to help us to get a coach before that day.
The NFF. Please.
NFF, not the federal government.
sorry. NFF, whether it's NFF yes, I beg them to get our coach for us. But because me, I love Super Eagles so much. I love my country. And any updates for Oseni?
And we will get
we'll
there.
get there. What's up? We'll get there. Don't worry.
All right, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Go ahead.
Good job. You guys doing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Absolutely. You guys are the reason why we're here, okay? The reason why we come here every day, like I keep telling you, because you guys are the MVP. We don't have a job if there's no other person listening to us at the other end. So thank you, guys. We should be saying thank you, not the other way around anyway.
Tifo, thanks.
Absolutely. Anyway, keep the calls coming in. 0808 312 8618. 0808 0808. Come on, quite a tongue twister. 312 8618, and of course 0700 010 961 961 0700 010 961 961. Let's push a bit as we keep the calls coming in. On the 20 team already in Colombia, Juma Musa remains optimistic about the team's chances in Colombia. Speaking to FIFA media, he made it clear that the team is close to their dream. And I wonder what that dream is anyway. He said, and I'll quote him, Falconets of Nigeria is one of the teams that have played in every competition since the inception. They were in the final twice in 2011 and 2015, and several of the top players have been discovered, including Aziza Toshola and a certain Desire Maranozi. Danjuma then said, it's time for Africa to win the competition. I think we are closing in on our goal. As Africa, we have a spiritual perspective. We are confident that now is the right time to emulate the opportunities and the events of 2010 and 2014. I'm certain Africa will stand up at the top of the world for the first time. Nigeria is placed in the same group with three-time champions and arch rivals Germany, Venezuela, and Korea Republic.
Confidence, yes. Overconfidence, absolutely no. Coach Christopher Danjuma is actually speaking too much. He's talking too much. I guess he's overconfident, but come on, he should watch it. Linking it to Africans have been spiritual. I don't think that's absolutely spot on.
This is our time. This is our season.
Yes, it's our time. It's a season. We can only be hopeful. We can only be positive and confident about linking it with some spiritual things. I don't think that is a good. But of course, we Africans, we believe more being a spiritual than being a technical and a tactical. But all in all, when he says that we are getting close to our dream, it is nothing but a gold. In 2010 and 2014, we were close to winning silver back-to-back against Germany. We had the losing finals against Germany. And the German captain spoke a couple of minutes ago saying that they understand the Falconet. They understand Nigeria and how we play. But I'm going to shock her. Coach Christopher Danjuma is going to come with something different. Quite different from what they used to know. One thing is for sure, one target is what we are praying for the team, and that is nothing but a goal. Failure to get the not getting the goal will be equated to failure, because we have won the bronze, we have won silver. One thing that is missing is the goal, and that is what we are going for.
I love the spirit in Fine Boy this evening, and I hope it's contagious. And the players at the under 20 camp in Bogota will be feeling the same way as well. It's just like the coach is saying, it is our season. It is our time. We'll wait and see. Now to the CAF Champions League, Fine Boy. The cheering news we are getting is that certain Enugu Rangers are through to the next round of the CAF Champions League. They played a 1-0 draw at the Gospel of Abio Stadium. The next of champions goes from Kenechukwu in the 79-minute thought. Enugu Rangers are getting a win in their home turf, but unfortunately, let's go in the 85th minute to ensure that Enugu Rangers played a 1-0 draw, but qualifying 2-1 on Argate, and they will be playing in the final round before the group stages of the CAF Champions League. Good one for Ikfile Dislechuku. Not the result you expect, especially when they played at home for both occasions. But like they say, all is well that ends well. And it ends well in favor of the Nigerian side.
1-1 return leg, first leg 1-0 in favor of Enugu Rangers, aggregate 2-1. They have qualified, but then again, Sports Bishop, just the way I was discussing with you before we came online, whenever we are playing so-called little nations, so-called lesser clubs, Ilimanjaro, how many Nigerians know that country? From the Comoros Island, and we tend to struggle.
And they were far better.
Absolutely.
Far tactical.
Exposing,
far calculated.
Exposing our lack of technicalities in that. Honestly, we are the second best team. Forget about the result. Forget about playing both games at home in Nigeria. We weren't convincing. Taking this kind of performance into the next round, surely they will not qualify from the group.
Let me take you back to the World of
Please do.
Against Cotton Sport at the
preseason
the Cathedral. So don't take that match serious. We've got what it takes to push.
It was the same 1-1 he played. It was the same scoreline.
Should we now take that result against Cotton Sport in the preseason serious?
3 goals in 3 matches.
Absolutely.
2 goals considered in 3 matches. Not the best of results. I can you score 3 goals in 3 matches at home? 1-1-1. It wasn't the best of results, and now it has shown. What I'm saying is, going forward, we do not have what it takes to dominate Africa. It simply shows that our football, our league footballer, has lots of miles to go, have lots of kilometers to go. Because if this is the kind of performance we want to take into the CAF Champions League, guys, from our own champions of the NPFL, it's going to be disastrous. For me, I wasn't happy. I wasn't pleased. Aside the scoreline, the gameplay wasn't the best. From our champions against a team from Comoros Island, I'm not convinced. But I just hope that Coach Ilechiko will go back. I would have said to the drawing board, but don't go to the drawing board. The drawing board is occupied. Go back to the training ground. Look at those things that he needs to fine-tune, and fine-tune them well as we progress into the group stage.
We've got another team in the CAF Champions League, and that team is a team from Ikene, that is Remo Stars. But let's give you an update from the camp. We hear that the preparation for the Morocco as far for the second leg of the preliminary round suffered a huge blow on Friday for as far Morocco, as one of the reliable defenders, Zahur Morol,
moved over.
Dumped the club. The Moroccan side will host Nigeria Remo Stars on Sunday in a game that they must win, as they suffered a 2-1 defeat last weekend. According to update from the team camp, Marau decided to join the rival Raja Casablanca on a free transfer. The utility defender was part of the team during the first leg, and despite persuasion from the club hierarchy, he chose to move to another club. Alpha must secure an outright victory against Remo Stars to have a chance of reaching this second round. I'm talking about Remo Stars, one of the goal scorers in the 2-1 victory. Talking about the captain of the team, talking about Unduka Jr. Has said that they are in Morocco to win and qualify from the next round. The Nigerian representative needs to secure at least a draw to progress to the second round of the preliminary round. The hardworking skipper admitted how difficult it is to play Morocco, talking about North Africa, but they are ready. In his words, one of the overall team performance, I would just say we have won the battle, not the war. We know we know it won't be easy in Morocco because the North Africans have a lot of antics and they are very experienced. We are working to get a better result in Morocco. At the same time, we played a 1-0 draw the last time we faced them. I believe it is possible again, he told journalists. But you were saying something about the camp. Give us an update from what is happening right now at Ikene.
Absolutely, it has been a training that has never been seen ever in a Nigerian footballer of lately, especially from a team that is serious. Talking about Remo Stars. As at yesterday, the team had to train with 7 loudspeakers around the stadium, creating these stadium-like ambience, I beg your pardon, into the game, because they know that facing AS4 of Morocco is going to be very, very technical. Now they want to defeat the team mentally. They want to go into the game with a psychological edge. And they had to train with 7 loudspeakers around the stadium, and they had these image-like pictures to which the team had to cut and fill up so many places in the stadium, more like showing or letting the players know that these are the fans that they are going to face. Hostile looking at guys. They had to chop off from pieces of papers and had to place it around the stadium. It was a glorious sight to behold. Now this is a team that knows what it means to play a North African team. This is a team that is getting ready. Nothing like this have been seen in Nigerian football, especially when it comes to club football, playing their opponents. Now they are ready. The coach said they know the kind of antis and the kind of hostility that will face going to Morocco, and they are ready. We just heard the captain, Nduka Jr., speaking that it is one job they have, and to go over there in Morocco and get the job done. Playing a 2-1 victory right here at home is a good one. At least they have gotten that edge moving into the game. And for Oreo, running away from the team. Now, let's look at who this player is. He's a utility player. Yeah. A player that can play across all 4 of the back line, and he can play as a defensive and a right midfielder. It shows that even when the game is not going well, these same players can be deployed into different areas in the game. And a good one for our team, he has run away to Raja Casablanca, and that also gives us an edge into that game. He was part of the team that we won. That
was part of the team that was beaten 2-1
exactly
at the beautiful stadium.
It is something that we must take as a positive note going into the game.
Positive or not positive, I tell you, North Africa is not a place to go to with kids' gloves. You have to be top of your game to get the required result in that one. Guys, keep the calls coming in. And don't forget, if you're struggling to get us on phone, you can drop us a WhatsApp message or WhatsApp voice note, or if possible, call us on WhatsApp. Like I said, all count. Send us an SMS, call us on either of the number. All the numbers count. 0700 010 961 961, 0700 010 961 961. And also
or you can also reach us on
0808
312 8618. That is 0808 312-8618. You can as well drop your comment on YouTube.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, and we will definitely get across to it and read your message.
Absolutely.
Once again, the address is a VOP 96.1
FM Abuja. So, Kimbo, guys, be part of the show. Let's quickly run. We're still talking home stories. It's gone are those days where teams now sign only 1 or 2 players in the Nigerian Premier Football League. It's becoming chaotic. Yes, you heard me. Chaotic. Let's start from Kwara United in the MPFL. We hear they have unveiled as much as 17 players. And these are players who have played in top flight like leagues, the likes of Ayele Suraj, Nuruddin Badmonts. Suraj is a assistant goalkeeper in the MPFL, was with Plateau United. Akonyi Akim from Sporting Lagos. And of course, Ifa Yogba from Ofsat Rangers International. 17 new players. They will join 18 old players who are already part of the team from last year. Let me give you a list of the players. You have Nuruddin Badmont, Oyeleso Suleraju, Abakar Damu, Olani Sahid, Anthony Anyoke, Yaya Ibrahim, Joshua Obole, we have Ifan Yogba, Junior Imofa, Adekunle Oluwasegun, Abayami Lawal, Oladayo Agbola Gade, Hassan Abdullahi, Ismail Gata Olayinka, Akoni Akim, Dadong Louise, Habib Abdurrashid, Chigozie Solomon, and Ebuka and Nekwe in that. But if we actually look at what's happening, let's now jump down to the end. I like to merge teams. A team like NNL, Sokoto United, only unveiled 2 players. Yes, they've unveiled readiness for their new season. The NNL, they've unveiled 2 players after they finished 3rd in their group last season. And the club hierarchy a few weeks ago announced Paul Ajani as the new coach and replaced the departed Abdoulaye Mansour. The club on Friday announced the capture of Philemon Britrus from Green Beret and David Igboche from Zema FC. They have here that they joined from Philemon Britrus joined from Green Beret on a 2-year contract. David Igboche signed from Zema FC from Benue, but his contract was not stipulated.
If Chelsea can do it, why can't Kwara United do it? If Edo Queens can give us 14 players, why can't Kwara United do that? If Ekiti can give us 23 players, letting 22 go, signing 23, why can't they do it?
Lobby Stars 14.
But come on, this is not the kind of transfer that we should be looking at this time of our league. Of course, our league is growing. It's growing, ranked number 12 in Africa,
yeah.
But then getting 13 players in a single transfer market, for me, I don't think it's healthy. But if this is what the club needs moving forward,
You have 18 old players. You're adding 17.
You're adding 13,
17.
17. So that's about 35 players.
First team players.
Oh my goodness, this is really humongous. But then, if those players can actually fill up, the gap of other players, why not? And if they can have about 4 or 5 players adjusting for one position where competition will be healthy, I would definitely approve that move instead of sanctioning it. But all in all, my biggest worry is that as these players have moved, hope their silence fee has been arranged. Hope their salary, we won't be hearing any hanky-panky when it's time to pay. And hopefully a contract will not be terminated 7 weeks, 13 weeks into the season. This is not what we like to hear, but all through last season, we barely heard stories like this where players were complaining that they were on lawful relief of their contracts. We barely hear stories of players complaining that they have not been paid. Just about 2-3 clubs compared to before. We are over 11 clubs will be complaining that their players haven't been paid salary. But it is the transfer market. Anything goes.
Okay, guys, before we take the first break of the season, let's give you a rundown of Nigerian players abroad, and then we'll allow Fineboy give us his 2 cents. First of all, we hear a certain Esther Bonner has joined Swedish Electronic outfit from NWFL side Remo Stars for the rest of the season. She would wear the jersey number 18. She signed a deal until the end of the season as part of Remo Stars. Don't forget, she's part of the team that got Remo Stars to the semi-finals of the President Cup, where they were beaten by certain Niger Raptors. For William Tus Ekong, he has sent his farewell bid to PAOK Salonika. He has departed that team and he'll be heading to the Saudi Arabian League. Yes, he sent a long listed message to PAOK Salonika. He's been a long servant of the club. The fans are angry with his sale. They feel if he was there, they would have qualified for the group stages of the Europa League. One man, talking about Kayode Olarewaju. We know his story around his wife and his kids. We hear he has signed reached an agreement to sign for Turkey Soup Second Division club Sanlish. We hear he will join them after he departed his club at the expiration of his contract. He'll be part of them for this season as well. You know him so well. He needs an introduction from junior level in the Nigerian team. Azubike Okechukwu, we hear his contract has been terminated by a certain Seku Raspo, but he'll be playing. He has been training with a Krumspor, that's the team in the second division. So the team in the first division terminated his contract, but Zurumspor in the second division, he has been training with them, and we are going to be signing for them as just in a very few numbers of days in that one. And the certain Chuba, who scored a hat-trick yesterday for his team in the Europa League. The coach is singing his praise in high heaven. Francisco Forololo is giving praise on the player. All he wants to do is try to get the guy not to sign for that club before the end of the transfer window.
Great moves from all these Nigerian players, especially the likes of Olarewaju. He has not been in the news
right reasons.
Absolutely, from family reasons that dealt with him psychologically, and he was emotionally broken. Such a very, very good striker and a utility winger that can play both a left wing and right wing position. I hope his move to this new club will spark a new breath of air for him, talking about his career being revived. And for our own girl, Bonna, a fantastic mover to that club in Sweden, done in the jersey number 18. Yeah. It's quite a good mover.
Solid, strong defender.
Absolutely.
Powerhouse.
He was part of the team that did well in the not just concluded. That's concluded.
President's Cup. He got to the semi-final.
He also played for the Super Falcons in the World Cup. Yes, she was part of that team. Great defender, I must tell you. And for Zubike, moving to the second tier over the Turkish Super League, good one. At least if he's not playing regularly in the top tier,
injuries destroyed his time at Sekuraspo.
And for him moving to the second division, it might be a good one. Less focus, less crowd, less pressure on him, but more money for him, I believe so.
Okay, guys, come on, guys. Come on. I can tell you this is the quickest 1 hour in sports entertainment. You just can't blink an eye or blink, or just turn your radio set to another dial. You must miss everything you need to hear. Okay, guys, we'll take a breather. We'll take a break, guys. Let's pay some bills. When we come back, guys, we'll go to the second part of the show. The Premier League is back, guys. Match day 2 in the top 4 league in Europe, and of course, the Bundesliga begins as well. We hear that a certain Moreno, who has been I will go, I will not go, has finally agreed. The club hosts have agreed a deal with Arsenal. We'll talk about that as well. And of course, other transfer news and more. So stay tuned. It can only be here exclusively to Voice of the People. Now, this is Pawan from Abuja. We'll be right back. Don't touch that dial. Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. If you just joining us, this is Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja, and this is Sport Lounge, a 1 hour show where we bring to you all the updates, all the latest happenings in the world of sport, and the most important part is where you get to tell us how you feel about those stories. Okay, guys, don't forget to be part of the show. You can listen to us anywhere in the world. Come on our Radio Guardian app. Come on, download from the app on iOS store, and voila, will be in your speakers. Also, you can watch us live right now, guys. Just get to our YouTube page. Yes, Voice of the People. Now the 6.1 FM Abuja, and voila, the Sport Bishop will be in your face. The finest boy will be in your face. Unfortunately, Callisto is at the other end, but one day we'll get to put him on on the camera as well. He would be behind your face if you ask me. Okay, guys, come on, guys, be part of the show as well. Do free to send us a WhatsApp message, a WhatsApp voice call, a WhatsApp a voice note. Come on, put us an SMS or call us on either of these numbers.
0808-312-8618. That is 0808-312-8618. You can as well try our other line, which is 0700-010-961-961. 0700-010-961-961. Do well to call us or reach us on WhatsApp with those numbers, with your WhatsApp call, WhatsApp voice note, or your WhatsApp message, and we will definitely give attention to your voice.
Without wasting much time, guys, we hit out to the foreign scene. And of course, the Premier League is back. The Premier League is back. How many times should I say this before it sink in your ears that football is back in your faces, especially European football, the Premier League, the Spanish La Liga, the Bundesliga, the French League, all, and of course the Italian Serie are back in your face, just like you like it.
Much more improved in talking about the technologies, the goal line, the scoreboard, the rules, everything has been improved.
Guys, we begin from the Premier League. We know, as usual, 10 games will be going down. Brighton will take on Man United, Tottenham Hotspur vs Everton, Crystal Palace vs West Ham United, Southampton vs Nottingham Forest, Fulham will take on Leicester City, it's Man City vs Ipswich Town, Aston Villa vs Arsenal, late kick up tomorrow, and on Sunday you have Bournemouth vs Newcastle, Wolverhampton Wanderers vs Chelsea. Yes, winning Chelsea, they beat Serie 2-0. In the Conference League.
Penalty.
And of course, Liverpool beat
penalty.
Liverpool will take on Brentford, and that game is for Sunday 6th. Let's start from the first game that has one of the top teams. That is the game between Liverpool, Brighton, and Manchester United. The early kick-off tomorrow morning. We hear that Evan Ferguson, Tariq Lamptey, Pervis, Estupinian are back to training, but they'll be assessed ahead of the game. Yakubu Minte is available. He was substituted against Everton for concussion. We hear that record signing John Gino Ruta has integrated fast into the group and didn't confirm, but the coach didn't confirm whether he'll be part of the team. For Man United, Luke Shaw, Rasmus Højlund, Lenny Yoro, Tari Malacia, nowhere to be found, but Victor Lindelof will also be unavailable to face Brighton because he picked up a toe injury in training. Man United, they are coming from a sleeky win by 6-0 on the last time, the early kickoff, the first game of the total season. Can they get something when they travel all the way to the American Express Stadium?
It's going to be a very, very tricky tie for Man United going by their antecedent against Brighton and Hove Albion. If you look at the team of Brighton and Hove Albion, popularly known as the Seagulls, they have had their best winnings against Manchester United. That is to say, they have beaten Man United more than they have beaten any other team in the EPL with a 43% win record. The other teams that have defeated Man United more is Manchester City with 39, followed by Arsenal with 30, and then Liverpool with 29. But surprisingly, Brighton and Hove Albion have beaten Man United the most in their history. And we all know how tricky early kickoff is. 12:30 p.m.
Let's not talk about this, please.
Is that one? And I tell you, Man United though brimming with a lot of confidence from that win against Fulham. A very difficult win, courtesy of Joshua Zex's 89th minute strike. Well, for Man United, we have the return of a certain Rashford. Anthony as well is back following that saga he had with the Brazilians.
A rejuvenated Anthony.
Absolutely. But it might not just be good enough to start the game. Perhaps it will start from the bench. And for Man United, it has been a good transfer. Incoming of a certain Manuel Nguete to the team. All in all, I see United getting at least a decent result, but a win I cannot beat my chest. You look at Brighton and Hove Albion, they have a crazy wingers in the person of Minte and of course Mitoma. Both of them were amazing in that 3-0 win.
The man who destroyed Nigeria, Simon Adingra.
Absolutely. He was about. He got the second goal for Brighton and Albion.
The third goal for Brighton against Everton.
Absolutely. So we get set for a very pulsating game come tomorrow.
Brighton, the run of 4 straight league games against Man United was ended with the final game of last season when they lost 2-0 at home. They hope to return back to winning ways for Man United. It's about redemption. Let's leave Man United for a moment and go to the other game. Man City was Ipswich Town at the Etihad Stadium. We hear that Pep Guardiola. We hear it's confirmed that Ike Gudan may be involved against him, which will be confirmed as a player of course, Manchester City after he left Barcelona. We all know what's happening. Rodri is getting better according to the coach, but it's unlikely that he will play the match. A late decision will be made on Savinho, who has also been struggling with a knee injury. For Ipswich Town, Wes Barnes, John Hayes, Nathan Broadhead, Harry Clark are all injured, while Lonnie Calvin-Phillips is ineligible to play against his parent team. Here, Jean Kajuste is expected to make a late call on the goalkeeper, Arit Mamurik, who missed out on last match with a calf injury. We know that this is the first meeting between the sides in January 2002. In the second tier, when they beat Premier League Ipswich Town 4-1 at the Portman Road in the FA Cup. Ipswich Town were playing at the Etihad for the first time. They won on their last playing for Etihad Stadium for the first time. They won on their last 2 visits to Main Road. But this stadium, they've never been here. Would they capitulate under pressure?
Oh yeah, Lucas, get your stake on Manchester City. It's just going to be how many goals will Manchester City score, because that team that looked devilish against Chelsea, decimating the midfield, took over the attack.
Haaland can't stop scoring goals for fun.
And I can see Sevillo, one of my favorite players. I'm telling you, in this Manchester City squad, quite an exciting player to watch. For me, it's going to be a straight win for Manchester City. It's just a matter of how many goals will they score, how defensive minded will Ipswich look like, because Liverpool couldn't break them until the 65th minute before a certain Diogo Jota got that goal, and then it was doubled by Mohamed Salah. But against Manchester City, it's going to be a whole new different game altogether. But I fancy Manchester City going through.
Other games played, we heard that Tottenham Hotspur will play Everton. We heard Dominic Solanke and Rodrigo Bentancur has been ruled out of the game. Solanke sustained an ankle injury in the season opener against Leicester City, where Bentancur must follow concussion protocol after he was stretched out during the match for collusion. Pedro Porro, Yves Busuma, and we should all about all available. Everton will assess James Trakowski, who is nursing a hamstring injury. Ashley Young will serve a 1-match ban for his red card against Brighton, while James Gardner, Seamus Coleman, Yusuf Chimiti, Nathan Pedersen, and Gerard Brightway are all injured. We hear that Everton has got only 16 players, first team players available for this game. Tottenham Hotspur will be hoping they beat Everton again after they beat Everton 2-1 at home last December and drew 2-2 at Goodison Park in February. The Charlton scored 3 of the 4 goals in that game. Hopefully, he could be the man to turn the tide. But that's the latest. The latest of just 4 wins for Everton in the past 32 league visits was in Spurs, where they defeated 8 times, losing 20. So it's not a good place for Everton, a good hunter for Everton, but Tottenham Hotspur are not in a good place as well.
No, you look at Tottenham Hotspur, they would definitely get the job done. Their first game away from home at the King Power Stadium, at what point they were leading until Jamie Vardy got that equalizer for Leicester City, and it ended 1-1. Then you look at Everton. Everton, they have been in terrible form, dating from April last season up until now. They have been finding it difficult to get goals and of course to get those wins at home. In their opening game, they were defeated by a rejuvenated Brighton and Hove Albion by 3-0. And now with 16 players facing a wounded Tottenham Hotspur, who will want to get their season on the way at home against Everton, it's gonna be a whitewash for me. For me, I fancy a 3-1 win for Tottenham Hotspur with a certain Madison getting on the score sheet.
Okay, guys, the biggest game of the weekend for me has to be the game between Aston Villa and Arsenal. We hear that Aston Villa manager Unai Emery has unchanged squad for the visit against Arsenal. Amadou Onana was the only one of Villa's 8 summer signing to start against West Ham last weekend, with the fullback Ian Maitland and Kastan Nidovic made their debut as late substitute. Arsenal don't have any fresh fitness concern, although Mikel Arteta is unsure whether Jordan Timber is ready to start for the club, carefully managing his comeback from a long-term injury. And summer recruit Ricardo Calafiori was an unused substitute on their opening weekend. We know that Aston Villa did the double over Arsenal last season, accounting for 40% of the Gunners' Premier League defeat last season. Villa also won 5 of their past 9 Premier League meetings, keeping a clean sheet each time. It's as many victories as they managed in their previous 46 attempts against Arsenal. So their recent run against Arsenal has been impeccable. However, Arsenal have won 14 Premier League games at Villa Park, their joint most at any away ground alongside with Selot Spark of Crystal Palace.
I will tell you the game between Arsenal and Aston Villa. Scratch out the rule book, scratch out the history books, scratch out whatever statistics that is there. Even though it's going to be a return for a certain Unai Emery to his former club, but I do not see
he loves this battle.
I do not see the return as a very good one, because Arsenal will still want to prove a point. Remember what a certain Mikel Arteta said before the season started, that Arsenal must be 100% ready on every game, and Arsenal must be perfect if they need to wrestle the title away from Manchester City.
Yeah.
And of course, they started their season with a 2-0 win, clean sheet, 3 points. They were top of the table.
6 players in the PFA team of the year.
Absolutely.
What a way to start your August.
I can tell you, 5 players actually.
Five
Players actually.
Okay.
But then playing against Aston Villa, even though they have gotten a good record at the Villa Park, I see this game as a very, very dicey one. I fancy a draw.
Liverpool take on Brentford at the Anfield. It looks like a demolition, but Brentford are a team that you do not joke with.
Brentford are without Ivan Toney. They are just like Sokoto United.
Brentford has won only one of their last 6 Premier League meetings, drawing 1 and losing 4. So it's not as if they're in a good place. And the final
they haven't won.
And then Chelsea, they go to Wolverhampton Wanderers, back from their beautiful win against Serviette in the Conference League. We had Felix is available to play. Rich James is having his 3rd match ban from his 4 games. Enzo Maresca is yet to decide whether the Portuguese international would feature from the start. So it's a good time for Chelsea, except that miss from Maguire that seemed to eclipse that of Yakuba Yemeni in the 2010 World Cup.
If you ask me, Sport Bishop, that game yesterday, I didn't see it as a very good game for Chelsea, because Chelsea, they look so rusty in that game.
Okay.
They were not clinical enough playing against a team from Servette that should be from Kosovo. Yes, that is where that team is from, Kosovo. And you couldn't get, aside the win, the scoreline for me, it wasn't really, really nice. I saw the interplay between a certain Noni Madrick and a certain Mikhailo Modric. It wasn't really, really a classic for me. This is the kind of game that they need to play and play well. Even if they have won 1-0, even if they had won 3-0, but play well, it will give Chelsea fans this confidence that, look, going into the next game, they should really fancy a win. But against the Wolverhampton Wanderers, it's going to be a very, very tricky one. Pedro Neto back at home.
Jersey number 7.
I'm telling you,
it looks so sweet on that jersey. What I'm telling, sock like Job
from losing that jersey. Well, let's see how it is, because the Chelsea will be playing on Sunday. Sunday is a Sabbath day, and Chelsea fans are.
Hopefully, they keep it holy for them.
They'll be back from church from that game, and definitely they will sit down to enjoy the game. I fancy Chelsea winning, though.
Okay, guys, talk to us 0700 010 961 961 0700 010 961 961 and 6180808 312 8618. Let's take this call. Hello, what's the way calling from? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, good evening.
What's your name and where you calling from?
Speaking of Franklin from Area 1.
Franklin from Area 1. Franklin, talk to me.
Yeah, I just want to talk about the PA games. Let's just leave Super Eagles and their
go ahead. 60 seconds. Go ahead. Tell us about more people on the line.
It's alright. Talking about Man U game, I don't see Man U winning that game against Brighton. The best they can manage is a draw. I haven't seen their last game against Fulham. And also talking about Arsenal versus Villa game. I'm an Arsenal fan, but I can't beat my chest that Arsenal is going to beat Aston Villa tomorrow. I see a draw, either a 2-2 draw, 1-1 draw, or a draw game.
A draw game. Okay, Franklin.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see how things pan out now, Franklin. Okay, let's take this call. Hello, what's the way you calling from?
No, so how are you?
I'm fine, my brother. How you doing?
We thank God. How is work this evening?
Work is splendid. Are you enjoying the show?
Fantastic.
Oh,
How
yes.
about fine boy?
Live and direct. Always a pleasure having you.
Thank you. It's Mohammed Abdullahi from Garki inside Old Trafford.
Talk to us.
Thank you. I think it's going to be a fantastic match tomorrow for my team again. We are the first opener of the season on Friday last week. And tomorrow, early kickoff.
Man, you are still opening the week.
My brother, you know that Yeah, 45 match. I'm so scared, my brother. Really, I don't want my team to play that kind of game, my brother.
Okay.
Yeah, it used to be on offside, my brother. Especially this, stubborn Brighton, my brother. But what I want my coach to do, as I said even last week, please, I'm begging my everything hard. And Road Vanessa, they should just keep Marco Rashford at the bench. Yeah, they should just keep him at the bench. I would like to see him. Yeah, if you can hear my advice. Ahmad Diallo and Garnacho starting at the wing. And this young man Zagzig in his attacking role. Yeah, Bruno to support them. I believe our forward is going to be strong.
Okay.
Please, I'm begging him. You should just put Rashford at the bench. Please, everything hard. because Marco Rashford is not helping the team at all.
Okay.
And it's going to be a heavy game tomorrow. This stubborn Brighton is not going to be easy. So I wish my team a good outing tomorrow. May God bless you now, sir.
Okay.
And I'm back. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Keep the calls coming, guys. We want to hear from you guys. Talk to us. Let's hear from you. It's 0700 010 961 961 or 0808 312 8618. What's your expectation this weekend? How would your team fare? Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham Hotspur. Did I call Chelsea? Okay, Chelsea as well. Hello, what's the way you calling from?
Yeah, this is Ben calling you back from Area 3.
Ben, Area 3 is bubbling. Talk to us from the bubbling Area 3.
Yes, Mayu and Brazil, Torres score 2-2.
2-2. Ah.
Yes, correct. 2-2.
So you don't give me. You say you don't see anything happening in that game for Manchester United.
No. That game is going to be draw 2-2.
All right.
Okay, we'll see how things pan out, Ben. Wait and see how.
Ben, what club do you
Ben
support?
has left us, unfortunately.
Oh wow! I want to know his club. What's the scoreline for his club?
Anyway, guys, come on, keep the calls coming in and let's hear from you. Arsenal Aston Villa, like I said, seems to be the biggest game for me. I don't know why. I think that's a potential banana team for Tata and his title aspirations.
Well, let's see, because it's too early. It's too early to start calling the banana pills. They can actually lose that game.
This is the point that Arsenal lost at the beginning of last season. What hurt them at the end, though?
For us now, we know that Arsenal season begins to falter at the end of January, February, and March.
So you know the period.
For now, they can just play around, win, draw, still play around.
Anyway, guys, to Spain, where Real Madrid midfielder Jude Bellingham has sustained a calf injury in training just 2 weeks before England begin their Nations League campaign.
Oh, wow.
The 21-year-old was unable to finish a club section today. That's what we're hearing. So it reports the space suggests he will be unavailable until September, which would rule him out of Newcastle opening 2 fixture as England interim manager. That leads us to the game in the Serie A, where we know Celta Vigo will take on Valencia, Sevilla, Villarreal, Osasuna will take on Mallorca, Barcelona will take on Athletic Club. In Spain, you have Espanyol vs Real Sociedad, Getafe will take on Rayo Vallecano, Real Madrid vs Valladolid. That's on Sunday. Leganes without Jude Bellingham. Leganes will take on Las Palmas, Alaves will take on Real Betis, Atletico Madrid vs Girona. That looks like a potential banana peel.
Absolutely, I must say. But for Atletico Madrid, it is good news all the way. Julian Alvarez he has been shown to the fans as well as the players. He has been unveiled.
He has been shown to us.
And guess what? His jersey happens to be the best-selling jersey this summer, with an 80% sale, more sale than a certain Antoine Griezmann, who held the record with 13%, and a certain Solot with 10%. But for Julian Alvarez, his jersey is the best-selling jersey this season in the entire world of football, as well as the #1 jersey selling in Atletico Madrid. More revenue for the club.
Absolutely, guys. Let's go straight to this call. Let's take this call. Hello, what's the way calling from?
Hello, sorry, it's me, Ben.
Go ahead, Ben.
Go ahead. Enjoy. We're having fun today. Talk to us.
Yes, I'm worried about the team. I'm worried about that.
Why are you worried about a man who is training individually? Is he complaining?
No, sir?
Is he complaining, Victor Osimhen? Why are you worried about somebody who's not complaining?
Because that's my brother. I want to see him play in England.
Okay, England, okay.
Well, the transfer window
So,
is still open. Anything can happen.
There's Chelsea, there's Arsenal, maybe Manchester United. Who knows?
no. Let me go for to Chelsea.
Okay, now we know where
Now
you
we know
belong.
why your legends.
Now we know. Ben, come and be going.
Okay, Ben
And
will
it
always
was
be
up.
Ben. Let's quickly run down to the Serie A. Parma will take on Milan tomorrow. Udinese vs Lazio, Inter vs Lecce. Monza will take on Genoa. Fiorentina will take on Venezia. Torino vs Atalanta on Sunday. Napoli will take on Bologna. Hopefully, that will not be Victor Osimhen's Napoli. Roma vs Empoli. Cagliari vs Como. That has Sex Fabregas at the helm of affairs. And Verona will host Juventus. In the Bundesliga, the beginning of the Bundesliga starts today. We have Borussia Mönchengladbach, taking on Bayer Leverkusen today. It's 7:30.
And our boy will be in action today. He has a serve. He's a banner.
Victor Boniface.
Victor Boniface, yes.
During the cup competition. You have RB Leipzig vs VfL Bochum, Hoffenheim vs Hostel Kiel, Mainz vs Union Berlin, Freiburg vs VfB Stuttgart, Augsburg vs Werder Bremen, Dortmund vs Eintracht Frankfurt, Wolfsburg will take on Bayern Munich on Sunday, and it's Pauli taking on Heidenheim. That game is for 4:30. And finally, in the French League, game begins today at the Parc des Princes. Paris Saint-Germain will take on Montpellier, Lyon will take on Monaco, Lille vs Angers, Saint-Etienne will take on Le Havre, Lens will take on Brest. Yes, Brest. Strasbourg will take on Rennes, Nantes vs Auxerre, Nice vs Toulouse, and on Sunday, the late kickoff will see Olympique de Marseille take on Reims. That game is for 7:45. Before we go, guys, because we're out of time, we hear, of course, that the Arsenal have agreed a deal in principle to sign Mourinho, where we hear a £32.6 million deal has been agreed for Real Sociedad, and he has less than a year in his contract. He would sign that deal and join up with Arsenal, become the second signing or the third signing after David Raya and Calafiori. Also, we hear that Leicester City are close to signing Jordan Ayew for an initial £5 million. We hear that they want to bring in an offensive player in the team to replace a certain Kelechi Iheanacho who went to Sevilla. And if you're a fan of Thibaut Courtois, guys, I must give you this one. Yes, I must give you this one. We heard that Thibaut Courtois said he will skip Belgium duty on that boss. Talking about Dominic Tedesco, if he remains the manager of the team. Yes.
He's still
He
hurting.
was stripped of the captain armband and
giving it to a certain Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku is still the captain of Belgium. He's really sulking and he's angry.
The Jurassic dinosaur is the captain of the team.
Absolutely, I must tell you.
So we'll see how things pan out, guys. Unfortunately, I don't know what to say because time is not on our side. This is the quickest 1 hour in sport entertainment. But we hear that Tata has also said he may be open to a new contract with the club, but that would not be now. When Tata is done with business, when the transfer window ends, he will then be open to a new contract discussion with Arsenal.
He's toasting and winning Arsenal. See, Arsenal, look my way. Anyway, our time is far gone, but join us on the show tomorrow, 3 to 6 p.m. On the show, on the sports show, Sports Soccer Board. It will be hitting your airways, and then on Sunday,
it's 3 hours
of sport. It is just
3 to
sport.
6, just sports.
You can't miss it. We will be looking at live game, the Arsenal-Aston Villa game. We will be looking at that game live on the show after we return from the early kick-off between Man United and Brighton and Northern beyond.
Absolutely. And on Sunday, it is Super Sunday Sport Live, your Sport Extra. That's from 5 to 8 p.m.
3 hours of sport.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, from, of course, Callisto, who's over the other end. I think he's the best director in the world. Finest boy talking sport. And, of course, the Sport Bishop. Nonso Arisechi. We say,
we are done.
And we are gone.
God bless.
No stress.
Enjoy your weekend.
Up next is the news. Come on. The news around the world. And I tell you, Zaza is already on now next. And get out of the studio. And that's what we're going to do right now. Bye for now. Enjoy your weekend.